So next we're going to create an inspection point within Visible, and this can be used to create inspection plans. So in order to create an inspection point within Visible, you open up your Visible and you launch into the main menu as seen on screen here now in front of us. So in order to create an inspection point, first off we have to select the appropriate hardware. In this case I have a UR Cobot and a Lucid camera. So I'm going to go to Settings, Camera, and check that I have my Lucid camera selected, and my UR Cobot has been selected and configured accordingly. I've also configured a directory to save the images to, which I will capture at my inspection point. In this case it goes to my local drive, and I have selected PNG format. So before I proceed, I just want to check that all the hardware connections are working correctly. As you can see, the robot is now connected, and the camera has also successfully connected. So I can click OK and proceed to create my inspection point. So to do this, I go to the Edit Inspection Plan tab. From here, navigate to the Insert Inspection Point, and the Inspection Point Wizard will launch. The first page of the Inspection Point Wizard is set up in order to name the inspection point. In this case, I will enter in the name Test Point 1. Once this is done, I navigate to Next, and I will launch to the Control page. This is where I control both the robot and the camera settings. So I'll start off by first looking at the camera section over here on the right hand side. So the first off you see is the large display here. This is what the camera is seeing, what the image will be taken. Down here you have your exposure, your gain, and the option to rotate the image 180 degrees, as well as a histogram showing the color distribution across red, green, blue values. So note that the image is rather black at the moment. The reason being for this is that the exposure is very low. So in order to bring what my part is into sight, I will increase the exposure. And as you can see, I have a screw on a piece of paper for this example. So you can see the image here now in front of us. So you can also zoom in by right-clicking. You can also zoom out by holding down Shift and right-clicking. And you can also reset the zoom by left-clicking and reset zoom. Now you can also up the gain, but this also has a trade-off of increasing noise within the image. So again, it's a trade-off there as you desire. And you can also rotate the image 180 degrees. So once you're happy with your image, we can now navigate to the robot. On the left-hand side of the screen here, you can do a Cartesian move or a joint move. You can also do free drive. The Cartesian move allows you to move relative to the head of the robot in the axis, so you have your position and your orientation, which is very handy for getting very specific locations, such as you saw there, I can move in and out to get focus, increase my range of view of the screw in this case, and you can also change the orientation. You can also change the step size, ranging from 0.25mm up to 250mm, so quite a large range there, and you can also enter the number manually at the bottom. You can also elect free drive in compatible robot types, which allows you to manually move the robot into position, much like the UR series robot we have here, I can do by hand. You can also turn on and off lights, so if you have lights configured to work with Visible, you can manually turn it off from here. In this case, in this application, I don't have a light configured, but if your application does have a light you want to switch on and off, that can be done here. You can also do a joint move, which allows you to make movements for each individual joint on your robot, ranging from a step size of 0 to 30 degrees, allowing you to make sweeping movements then. So once I'm happy with my robotic configuration and the camera configuration, I can now proceed to Next, and I can go to my inspection type window. Within the inspection type window, I can drop down and select a number of different actions. I can do a waypoint, which doesn't capture an image, it just remembers a location, capture images, I can save files, I can also carry out a number of inspections, including PatMax, SearchMax, and a number of ViDi inspections. In this application, I'm just concerned with capturing an image, so I will say Capture Image Inspection Type. I will hit Next, and note that there is no other configuration required for this action, so I can just finish. So now that you've created your inspection point, it is launched into the inspection point window. I can now navigate to the Run Inspection Plan tab. And from here I can run the inspection point. So I'll hit Run Inspection Plan, given we only have one point within the plan. And it'll launch, the robot is capturing. And once it's complete, it will light up green as seen here. And the image is captured in front of us on the screen. The image will also be saved into the directory for reference.